Hi there and welcome to this new vlog. It's Sunday and now we are going to see one apartment for rent by now, but it has a very good price. It's in Bergamo, almost in city center, and then we will go to Milan to another vintage market. Let's do everything together. We've checked out the apartment. The apartment is small, but the location is super nice, close to the city center, and the landlord is nice, and it's a very important thing. So now I'll take some time to think about it because the price is low for that location, and it lets me, I don't know, to save up some money but still live in a bigger city. This one is much bigger than the one we saw last week. Kill them all.
Trova ora la tua auto su Autohero.
Our vintage hunt is not over because we decided to go back to Wundra Market that is on other side of Milan. I don't remember anything of that from last week, so this time no wine and only checking things.
Carta validata con successo.
Paolo, sei fottutamente strano, te lo posso dire.
Disclaimer, but if you really want to get some good vintage finds at normal prices, you should check mercatini, local small markets, not these fancy ones, because of course if you want to spend time with your friends, drink something, have fun, you can go there, but the prices for, I don't know, vintage things are much higher, and of course you should check Vinted.
Stubborn, thinking I'm right. I can be late cause I'm taking my time. I can be driven, ambitious, your best friend, love of your life. I can be selfish, trying to be kinder, always forgetting, needing reminders, but I'll always be there when you need me. 'Cause I know that two things can't be true. 'Cause I get so confident yet confused, so I'll let go to live in between who I am and who I wanna be. Maybe I'm complete and I'm masterpiece.
This market is very cute, and here are more fancier things, handmade things. Of course, you will find some vintage, but with much higher prices. Do you want an example of how food is important in Italy? For example, right now we drove 30 minutes from Bergamo to the place in the middle of nowhere, but the place that was recommended by a family member because it has very good panettone. So now we are here in the middle of nowhere and it looks like this. Let's see what they have. Panettone are so good here, so you have to book them in advance. And as I heard over, the girl said that they didn't have any panettone since last Thursday, so they're over.
Cioè glielo farei fare lui con gesto poi.
Okay, this one is classic. Mascarpone. Hands down, it's the best panettone I've ever tried in my life, truly. While we are here, at least 10 people entered and asked about panettone, and they say that no, we do not have any of them, and it means that it's a very important place for panettone. And if you have never seen how it's cooked, I will put a video here because it's a very tricky process. Okay, our total was 25, so for 2 pieces of panettone we paid 18 euros, and it's more than one entire panettone from the supermarket, but it's worth it. Another Christmas tradition is this, Stella di Natale. Sometimes I have to work like this. I found a better place to work. And speaking about taxes in Italy, again, there is this funny news that is going around today that a 7-year-old boy received a fine because he didn't pay taxes in 2017, but he was not born yet. But the state wanted to get some taxes from him. Of course, it's a mistake, but still it's very funny, and now everybody's talking about it. And I just finished my lunch and I got offered digestivo. Basically, it's a liquor that you can drink after your food just to digest everything. And this one is very strange because it's like basil taste. It's very strong, and you shouldn't drink it as a shot. You should drink it slowly, tasting each sip, and like this you'll digest everything. And there are many types of this. Usually you can find the limoncello, different limoncello, so it can be made of lemon, melon and other things. And this one, as I said before, it's basil taste. A bit strange, but it's very, very strong. Again, typical winter weather in the north of Italy. Actually, I know how to sew and I love it, and I even have more than one sewing machine. But unfortunately, since I do not have a stable place to live, I keep my machines at the warehouse. I didn't sew anything in more than 5 years, I think, and I really miss it. So when I see all these shops with how they're called, fabrics and some detailings and accessories. I enter every time because I really miss it. Remember that small apartment I showed you before? I think I'm gonna get it, and it's gonna be my more or less stable place, so I will be able to get back to my hobbies and to do more, because I really love it and it's very relaxing for me, and it's very inspiring because the more I do, the more I just want to do. And yeah. And here's the main shopping street of Bergamo. There are many shops around, for example, Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, Pandora, and some local Italian shops. And there are not so many people around because it's raining, but still it's very beautiful. Like in 10 days it's gonna be Christmas, and just in 10 days it's gonna be already 2026. If you come to Italy and you really want to get a unique piece you'll never find anywhere else, you should check some other places, not just these main shopping streets, because these streets you mostly find like big chains, I don't know, mass market chains, for example Mango, as you can see, H&M, Zara, etc. And the pieces are gonna be everywhere the same. But if you want to find something unique, just go outside from these shopping streets and you will find small shops that sell local Italian products, and for sure you will find something different and interesting. Do you actually know why there's so much red lingerie around Christmas in Italy, like in all the shops? It's not because red it's automatically Christmas, no. It's because there's one Italian tradition that says if you put anything red, especially red underwear, it will bring you luck, happiness and money, and you have to meet New Year wearing something red. So that's why all the shops and all the lingerie shops prepare red color collections before Christmas, and they sell a lot. For example, now I'm in this shopping street and red is here, red there. I just tried red set from another shop, red here and there. Because if you wear red underpants and meet New Year in those, it will bring you luck and happiness. This year I'm gonna try it because I've actually never tried it, and we'll see. If you're having a walk and see all this trash on the streets in Italian cities, it doesn't mean it's always like this. Because in most of Italian cities there are some strict rules for trash recycling, and there are certain days, for example, for paper, for plastic, for glass, and in those days shops and like just regular people have to bring outside all the things they have. For example, today is the paper day and you see a lot of cardboards outside, some papers. It's because soon the car will pass and will collect everything. So it's not always like this. On certain days, usually early in the morning, this special car passes and collects all the trash around. In bigger cities such as Rome, Milan, there are dedicated trash bins, for example, only for paper, only for plastic, only for glass, etc. And you have to throw away there. But still you have to follow strict rules. And for example, I remember that when I used to live in Ravenna, we even had a special card to open the trash bin of indifferenziata. So basically it's like the trash you cannot divide in different categories, and you have to pay for each bag you throw away. So it's like this. And in big cities you can throw away like anytime because there are special trash bins, but in smaller cities you bring outside your trash and you wait when it's going to be collected. And if you put your trash outside on the wrong day, you will be fined. This year Bergamo is really, really beautiful. Speaking of fines, this morning I saw a post on Facebook where a woman received a fine of 1,000 euros. I repeat, 1,000 euros, because she left a pair of new sneakers outside of the trash bin in case somebody can take them or may need them, because they were completely new and they were too small for her child. And as usual, she parked her car, she threw away other trash, separated. The next morning she passed again that trash bin and she saw that the sneakers were still there, and she decided to take them back. Same day, the policeman came to her house because they tracked her car by the plate. And they came to her house and said that she received a fine of 1,000 euros because she didn't throw away those sneakers in a correct way. And at the same time, they're saying that if your home gets robbed, nobody will search for those robbers. Or for example, if somebody opens your car and takes all the things inside your car, nobody will search for them. But at the same time, you can receive a fine of 1,000 euros because you leave a pair of sneakers because somebody may need them and somebody can take them. It's 18th of December and honestly it feels like this. I'm so tired and that I cannot even choose other clothes. I just want to wear this very comfortable sweater and that's it. Nothing. Just tired. Finally, this day is over. We're having a walk and it's very beautiful outside because of all these Christmas decorations. And I just wanted to share some thoughts because I think you've already seen those memes about 2025 and it's like it was a difficult year. I cannot say that it was like super difficult for me, but the end of the year, like this period, December, is really pushing my limits. And look how beautiful it's outside. Many people says that 2026 is gonna be better, especially for Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius, so I'm really looking forward to it. But right now I feel completely exhausted, and I know that my colleagues and my close friends share the same feeling.